What a jackass.
Coward. I'm not done with you.
Well, 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 well.
Quill's mightier than the sword,
Late
oh yes.
Mark my words, I'll kick him out. Yet another night with that whore.
You are the famed Geralt of Rivia, are you not? Why would a witcher come here? Yes?
Do you want to get slapped? Do you want to get slapped?
Well?
You'll not find much to do in Novigrad.
Quill's mightier than the sword, oh yes.
I must steal a kiss, milady. You
I
shall
read
see.
one look
Just
is all it
stand
takes to get
still and
stabbed.
remove your mask.
You're drunk, sir.
To my mind, they're getting their just
Do so,
desserts.
but
I've
first-
never been fond of sorceresses.
Time to invest in rubies.
I'm a kraken!
Moritz, what are you doing here?
Little Miss Marigold. Well, well. And I was led to believe this would be an elegant affair.
Yes, I missed you too. But can we put that aside for now? Do you have a way out of Novigrad? You can join us if you want.
Join you? And just who would I join?
Your friends, among others. Once we've all gathered, I'll lead you.
You will lead. Forgive me, Marigold, but that is like allowing myself to be led by a lame duck. Farewell.
Didn't like that guy. Why'd you insist on talking to him?
He's an old friend. His name's Moritz Diefenfeld. Tell you the story later. Oh, let's look around.
Truth is, we're already dependent on the black. Ah, another challenger. Please join us. Sir Devenant just vacated his place at the table. It's rather unlikely he'll be back.
What happened to him?
Some good men took him aside to prevent him from hurting himself. So, shall we play? First, you shall face Margrave Vladimir de Cray. The man can afford to lose, so he's likely to be reckless.
Let's do it.
One more round? When the cards come your way, you must spring on the opportunity. Your next opponent, Count Gomo Sealing. In his day, his father lost the family estate in the Nimnar Valley. Seems Gomo has followed in his footsteps. Yet do not underestimate him. Desperate men can be dangerous.
Not in the mood.
Not in the mood to win.
Hard finding work here, you know. With the eternal fire burning and all that.
Excuse me a moment. Miss?
Yes, it's me. The trout buyer?
Oh, yes, of course. Please excuse the precautions, but perhaps we could speak somewhere in private. Thank you for agreeing to help. My valet warned me you might come with a friend. I'd prefer as few as possible knew of Albert's flight. But if you trust this man...
Like no one else.
Any sign of the hunters recently?
Since they attacked my servant at the market, none. All has been quiet. But I bribed a man of the Temple Guard. He claims there's more and more talk of Albert in the ranks.
How did the guardsmen learn about your son's interests to begin with?
Unfortunately, I cannot be sure Albert himself was not the source, merely boasting about an experiment. He's careless that way. Like his father. A kind man, but a dimwit. Devoured by an Arrakis. I don't know if you've heard.
Yeah. Must have traveled far and wide.
Hardly. He attempted to breed them. Perhaps I should be pleased Albert adopted alchemy as his hobby. A safe one, relatively speaking. Until recently, that is.
Let's get Albert. Where is he?
Entertaining the guests. He's always been an outsized presence at my receptions. I preferred not to arouse any suspicions.
When can we take him away?
We shall have to wait until the guests have imbibed enough to notice only the goblet-laden trays. Don't fret, it won't be long.
How will we recognize him?
He's donned a panther mask. He knew you were due to come for him. Seemed rather excited, ironically. I'm afraid he's not fully comprehended the danger he faces. As I said, he's not terribly bright.
Don't worry about that. He'll fit right in with a good number of the other mages.
Geralt! Let's go find him.
I shall await word from you.
Let's look for Albert.
Late for supper again.
Sold him off.
Invest in rubies.
Stuck him right in the bollocks.
Mark my words, I'll kick him out. It's another night for that
I'm
whore.
not some old sod. I'm a captain. Sold him off. Stuck him right in the bollocks, right here. Well done, old chap. I'm not just some old sod. I'm a captain. So I told you.
Mark my words, I'll kick him out. Yet another night with that whore.
Hard finding work here, you know. With the eternal fire burning and all that. Looking for me, sir.
Good day.
My husband's a supervisor by trade.
Your reputation precedes you, Geralt. And then a Yes.
Nice mask. Albert Vegelbud?
No. I'm a Black Panther.
Oh my, Count!
Your mom sent us, Mr. Panther.
Oh, so you are.
Yes. When can we leave the estate?
Well, Mama said it would be best to wait until everyone's drunk. Besides, there'll be fireworks later, a jolly good distraction. Once they've begun, I shall slip away, saunter into the garden. We'll meet in the hedge maze.
Be waiting for you there.
Very well. But first, you absolutely must try the Fiorano Rosé. Absolutely.
Hope Albert hasn't forgotten the reason for this whole get-together.
Wanna wait in the garden? I saw a nice spot there earlier.
So, how goes it?
Is it in case of this one?
Care to sit down for a spell? Relieved to get that mask off, if only for a little. Great view from here, and there's even wine. It's been so long since I've been to a feast, ball, or reception. Amazingly pleasant change from the sewers of Novigrad.
So, does this mean it's a good time to ask you about...
Yes?
About that mage we met earlier?
Oh, Moritz. What do you want to know?
How'd you meet?
Geralt, all mages know each other. Some are well over a century old. That's plenty of time to make acquaintances.
In that case, when did you meet him?
At a feast, long ago. He walked up and just blatantly offered to teleport us somewhere quieter.
You turn him down?
Is that what you think? He actually pursued me for a while afterwards.
Got the impression he doesn't exactly like you.
I just think he'd love to have me as his charge, rather than his leader.
See, but you're the one organizing the mage's escape from Novigrad.
Sometimes I have no idea how I actually managed to bring them all together.
You're a charismatic leader. Simple as that.
You really think so?
Absolutely. Next thing you know, they'll be calling you Iron Marigold. Could even wear an eye patch and it'd look right.
For a moment there, I thought you were being sincere.
Of course I'm being sincere. Look at me. Didn't blush a bit. Someone's coming.
Is it Albert?
No, just some lost guest. Shh.
Must be looking for his beloved. Like in that elven tale about the frog and the lark. Inchu, inchu, beag broga. Inch by inch, little frog.
Shh, let's go.
Oh. I sure hope the other guests don't get drunk as quickly as I did.
Sooner we get out of here, the better.
Oh, no. I plan to have a good look at this famous maze of theirs first. I hear the statues there are completely, entirely...
Entirely what?
Nude. Come on, Geralt.
Triss,
Geralt. Coming?
Yes.
Geralt. Coming?
Careful.
Miss Marigold, at last! So sorry we are forced to meet under such incredibly inopportune circumstances.
You can say that again.
But I'm sure we'll make up for it another time. I absolutely must show you my alchemical formulae.
Anyone follow you?
I don't believe so.
Just in case, you two switch masks. We'll go first. Geralt will follow right after.
Saddled horses await in the stables.
Good. Meet you there.
My love. Here you are. So, about this private showing.
Under any other circumstances, I'd give you the full Monty.
Oh, I'm sorry,
Albert Vegelgood.
Please, step away, miss.
Nobility's not towards young Count. Try anything, and you will get bruised.
Doubt it.
Cut him! All together!
Well, how long you gonna make me wait?
No! You'll be spitting tea! No! Hit him from the left!
I've begun to worry.
Ran into some trouble.
Hunters? Will they come here?
No, we've got some time. But please send someone to the garden. Needs a little tidying.
I shall see to it. And you must hurry.
Everything set?
Yes. Got your swords back from the guard. And Ingrid gave me the coin. It's more than I expected. Stunningly more, frankly.
Glad I could help you collect it. You'll find a good use for it?
What happened at the fountain? It was my fault, I know. The wine went straight to my head. I'm sorry.
Triss, don't apologize.
Miss Marigold.
We need to go.
I know. Be careful.
As Yennefer of Vengerberg told it, there had been a magic explosion in Skellige. Related to Ciri's reappearance, it had destroyed a vast swath of forest. Geralt set out for the Isles to join the sorcerers and seek further clues of Ciri's whereabouts. The druid Ermion, however, had no intention of letting Yennefer examine the woods, so Geralt and Yen sought out Jarl Krakon Krayt, who helped break down the druid's resolve.
Mad, I say!
Maybe, but I've got good reason.
Yes?
Can hear you two clear on the other side of the island.
Good! May all Skellige know Yennefer of Vengerberg is a common thief!
Control yourself, Druid. I haven't stolen anything. I've merely borrowed something and fully intend to return it.
Ha! The generosity. Just one small problem. Once used, the mask is rendered completely worthless. Not to mention the risk you'll bury us alive, and all the Isles with us.
Don't exaggerate. It's just...
No, Geralt. This is no just. The myth is that Urborus created the mask when the envious seas swallowed his beloved. Unable to bear the prospect that he would never again see his betrothed, Urborus made the mask, which would allow him to peer into the past. He knew, however, that he could only use it once. So he waited. Waited until his longing grew so strong that it became unbearable. When the sea learnt of the mask, it was quick to respond. It made known its threat that whosoever used the mask would bring the sea's wrath down on them. For in vengeance, the sea would rise and flood all the lands and drown the living.
Where do you get this mask?
Sailors from Clan Dimon pulled it from the sea, near the Njord Trench.
Yeah, but how can you be sure this is Urboros's mask?
Its appearance is exactly as described in the myths.
You believe the myths?
Only ignorant fools belittle their significance. Besides, it's not the myths that are on trial here. It's the thief.
Theft or no theft, Crach gave us free rein.
First off, this might indeed be his isle. But we, the Druids, watch that no alien magic takes hold here. Secondly, after the cataclysm occurred, Crach turned to us for help, and trusted this site to our care. Third! What was that? No. Yennefer's used the mask. Quickly! Follow me! We must neutralize the mask! Mute its power!
What was that?
Unicorns.
Damn it, Yenna. I saw the foglets. I meant how'd they get here?
The power of the mask summoned them.
What now?
The mask reveals the past, but only in certain places. Places where past events left a strong magical imprint. Take it.
Want me to wear it?
Yes. I'll cast a spell that will let me see through your eyes.
Well, let's go.
This way. Already found the first spot. This is the spot. Put on the mask.
Any instructions?
Keep it on until we've seen everything. And don't stray far. Telepathy is limited in range. Yes? Yes? Yes?
What's that? A portal?
2 people emerged from it.
The woman was Ciri.
How can you know?
The way she moved. Like a witcher. Seems they went that way.
Come, let's find the next spot. Don the mask. Watch out!
What was that?
A magic explosion of some sort. So powerful that even the echo was dangerous. I wager it destroyed the forest.
Bet Ciri and her companion weren't harmed. I saw them escape.
Let's see where to.
This is creepy.
Lady Anna,
Anyone here when this happened had a slim chance of surviving.
I know what you're thinking, but don't worry. Ciri can take care of herself. Well, ready? Use...
Someone chased Ciri. See that? Might have wounded her.
She escaped through another portal.
Know where it led?
Magic residue trail leads to Velen.
Any chance you can figure out where Ciri's companion fled to? His portal's gotta be nearby.
I'll try to find it. Come. Don the mask.
Nice fight.
One repelled the other with powerful magic, then fled through a portal.
A mage?
Most likely. It's Ciri's companion and the one who wounded her.
How do you know?
I don't. Making an educated guess. They both appeared in the previous visions.
Ciri's got a powerful ally. Maybe something left of the one who got hit by the spell.
It's clearing up,
Ermion must be getting a handle on the weather.
which means he'll be free to attack us again.
Are you pleased with yourselves? Look at what you brought down on us! We'll see what Crach has to say about this.
Sure as hell shouldn't be angry. He agreed to help us.
When he learns what's happened here,
Stop panicking! Here's your mask.
it is worthless. It's an unwieldy ashtray at best. I hope you've learned something useful at least.
Very.
I'm talking to Geralt. You I'll deal with later. So,
We think a powerful curse was cast here.
plausible. Considering what happened to the wood, do you know upon whom?
Not yet, but we know Ciri was here. She stepped out of a portal. A mage was with her. Someone chased them. They fought. Ciri was wounded but managed to escape.
Where to?
Velen, probably. The mage opened a portal for her, then he fought her attacker.
Yes? Is that it?
Got a feeling we found something interesting. Just need to examine one more thing.
You went flying in that direction.
Something's pinned under that tree. Can you...
I can.
Armor's clean. No blood, no sword nicks. Ciri's friend must have... What do you call it?
Vaporized him.
Exquisite. The armor. Oh, the workmanship's unfamiliar. Can't even tell where it's from.
Probably because it belonged to a rider of the Wild Hunt.
What? So it's true? The Wild Hunt? I feared as much. First here, then on Hindersfjall. What did they want?
They're looking for Ciri.
But why?
Elder blood flows in Ciri's veins.
'Tis true, she can trace her lineage clear back to Lara Duran, which is why the women in her family have always had extraordinary abilities. But could that truly be so important?
Ciri's exceptional. She travels between places here and other worlds. Space is no obstacle for her.
Huh?
Which is why the Wild Hunt wants to capture her. Speaking of the hunt, mentioned it appeared on Hindersfjall.
Well, it happened at least a fortnight after the cataclysm struck here on Ardskellig. The raids raided Lofoten at dusk in a blizzard. Itself a strange occurrence for that time of year. The islanders said the wraiths. They barged into their huts, killed anyone who resisted, then galloped inland, laughing fiendishly.
Anyone survive?
A dozen or so women and an old man.
Next stop, Hindersfjall.
I'll meet you on the beach near Lofoten.
Wait, can't we go together? Right now?
But you detest being teleported.
Don't exactly like potions either, but I drink them when I have to.
You also drink them when there's no need at all. Very well. Let's go. Stay close to me.
Good luck to you. Inform me once you've learned anything new.
Quite a few years since I was last on Hindersfjall, but if I remember correctly, Lofoten should be this way. Raised huts and fresh graves. This must be it.
Gathering of some kind. We've come at a bad time.
There's no good time to talk about the Wild Hunt.
Barely sprouted whiskers. Get in the grind.
Ritual of some kind. We'll have to wait.
We'll do no such thing. Dear sisters, pardon the interruption, but we've an important matter to discuss.
Can you not see we're commemorating the dead? So?
And we're looking for someone who's still alive. Please, this is urgent.
Then speak.
We're looking for a young woman, name of Ciri. Ashen hair, green eyes.
I'm sorry. She's not here.
Unless she lies in a grave. That is, I do not recall one by that name. But I've buried so many, I may have forgotten.
This Ciri, has she a scar here on her cheek?
Yes, what happened to her?
I don't know. Saw her but for a moment, right before it all. She was in the stables with Craven. 1,000 curses upon him.
This Craven you mentioned, does he have a name?
He did. Until the elders struck him from the saga of ancestors.
It's as if he has ceased to exist. The lore forbids anyone from touching him, speaking to him, even uttering his name.
What did he do to deserve that?
He fled from the Wild Hunt. He alone.
We need to talk to him.
even if it's not in keeping with your customs.
You've come too late. He went to the garden to fight Morkvarg.
Where is this holy garden?
Not far from here. North. We cultivated healing herbs there once.
And now?
Now we walk only as far as the tree the goddess planted. We place our offerings and make our pleas before it.
Those who venture below remain in the garden forever.
Morkvarg. What's that?
Who, you mean?
The vilest man ever to inhabit Skellige. Nothing was ever sacred to him. He attacked his own clan's lands, took gold from Nilfgaard, killed children, pregnant women.
Know the type.
They said he feared only one thing, the wrath of the gods. Morkvarg sought to prove how wrong they were, so he sailed to Hindisfjall to ransack the goddess's garden. This was over a decade ago.
Archpriestess Ulva stood in his way. He thrust a blade between her ribs and cast her down in the mud. As her lifeblood left her, she cursed him, and Morkvarg transformed into a beast.
A curse? A monster? You've got some work to do.
I can get rid of Morkvarg. Don't know what he's turned into, but a silver sword should do the trick.
It's not that simple. There have been those who have bested Morkvarg, yet he always returns.
So, it's a complex curse. Meaning I need more information.
I understand, but I've told you all I know.
Speak with Torridar's son, Einar. He was in the garden when Morkvarg and his men attacked. He saw what happened. Of all the pilgrims there at the time, he alone escaped with his life. He settled in Larvik. You'll find him there at the landing, provided he's not out to sea when you arrive.
Thanks for your help.
I understand you intend to enter the garden. I dislike it when foreigners enter the sacred grounds, but so be it.
Custom demands pilgrims make an offering of their own blood before the tree. Craven surely did so. Unless he lacked not only courage, but respect for Freyr as well.
You needn't worry about us. Geralt and I always give the gods the respect they are due.
Seems he did not come to pray.
Worried this trail might have gone cold.
Even if Craven's dead, we'll manage.
How exactly?
You'll see when the time comes.
You could stand to be nicer sometimes.
I suppose. But then I wouldn't be the woman you fell in love with, would I? My.
A bite. Just one morsel. One piece. A crumb. Food. Food. Shite. Not again. Not again!
He doesn't seem happy to see us.
Wait till he gets a closer look at me.
So, where shall we start?
Let's go to that tree the sisters mentioned.
Plan to bleed yourself for the goddess?
Not necessarily, but Craven did.
We just might pick up his scent. Craven was here. Look, the impression. Kneeled down on one knee and cut himself to make the offering. Bloodstains, see them?
No. I may be inhumanly beautiful, but I don't have superhuman senses. Not like you.
Which is why you should stay up here. No offense, but in that undergrowth and mud, you'd be like a...
Ball and chain?
Planned to say it gentler, but yeah, that's basically what I had in mind.
Fine. We'll do as you say. If the need arises, I can cast spells from up here.
Thought you might object.
Me? Please. I can be extraordinarily conciliatory.
Yen, look me in the eye. What are you plotting?
Many things. How to seize the Temerian crown, how to sell Kaer Morhen out from under you. Go already!
Craven's blood, flowing profusely. Trail's clear. Should lead me to him. Something down there. Can't see a thing. Craven's blood. Craven's blood. Morkvarg doesn't give up easily. Morkvarg doesn't give up easily. No bite marks. Morkvarg doesn't eat his victims. Strange.
Is it Craven?
No, this one's been here a while.
What? I can't hear you. If you want to chat, come closer.
Her senses are really dulled. Lots of prints, old and new. His lair must be nearby. Can't cross that. Gotta go down, provided I can open the sluice. Mechanism looks pretty standard. One lever to choose the sluice gate, the other to work it.
key? Raymond, where's the key? All I have in the chapter house, the crate, but the key, where's the key? Why so silent, Raymond? You thief, you rogue, you whoreson, you worthless bastard! I will find the key without you, idiot, stupid prick!
Come on.
Your stench.
Willing to talk now?
Only now can I. Slash is the curse. Makes me bite, scratch, mangle, till I drop. You've got time before the blood's gone from me, and I return. Listen, carefully. Undo the curse. Free me. Finally, I will reward you.
Looking for a man named Craven. Apparently came here to kill you.
Seems it didn't work out. Those who come rarely introduce themselves. What did he look like?
No idea.
Then I cannot help you. I
mentioned a reward of some kind.
Looted, raided, drunk most away, but all but one. True treasure.
So, no joy in being a werewolf?
Nay. It's the worst. Not the garden to which I'm bound, even. But the hunger. Anything I devour returns to ash. Ash I cannot eat. I cannot drink. Yet I bloody live and roam and prowl. The hunger is terrible. I bite my own flesh, but the smallest morsel burns my throat like boiling tar.
Everlasting hunger. Classic as curses go. Goes to explain why all those corpses went untouched.
Help, or I'll return to shred you, rip you limb from limb.
See what I can do.
See and do, or I shall return.
Let's see if we can do this the easy way. Morkvarg, of my own free will, I offer you this fare. Now dig in.
Won't turn to ash.
Won't know until you try. Come on, a spoonful for Daddy.
Fuck! This shite again!
Farewell.
See you soon.
From below. A cave? Ideal friend. Patient, doesn't mouth off. The floodgates open, but nothing's happening. The floodgates open, but nothing's happening. Bones fell through the crevice years ago. Air's moving here. Must be another cave above, or a way out. floodgates open, but nothing's happening.
Clouds obscure the sky and turn our brooks to sea.
Friends we show heart, foes we show our axe. Remember that.
Witcher?
No Northerner will ever understand the Isles.
This is...
You're you dimwit! Drop one more and I'll keelhaul you!
Got a minute?
Prepare my boat, can't you see? Nilfgaardian dogs were the hunter's son.
Got bigger game in mind. Morkvarg.
Ah, so them's your apples. All right, ask away. In praise of Freyr.
You were there when Morkvarg raided the garden. Heard you alone survived.
True. I managed to flee. Great Mother was looking out for me that day.
But she didn't give a lick about the priestesses.
Apparently. Morkvarg had them bound, then slit their throats like horses for the sacrifice. And he laughed. Understand? He laughed. But Archpriestess Ulver cursed him with her dying breath. You are beastly now, remain so forevermore. Ah, saintly woman.
What happened to Morkvarg?
Hard to believe, but fur rose through his skin, and his mug stretched forth into a muzzle like a dog's or a wolf's. He howled, long and grieving, then lunged at his men. They tried to run, but he was fast as lightning. As he killed them, clamped his jaws round their throats, they turned to ash, just like that. Ash that seeped from twixt his fangs.
Not good. Curse must be complex, multi-leveled.
Such is the Great Mother's power.
Thanks for your help.
Goddess guide you.
Foes we show our axe. Remember that.
kind. God.
Farewell.
See.
Let's go!
Greetings. Praise Freya.
Liar.
What? I swear it on the Great Mother's tits.
Cut the act. Don't buy your piety one bit. You were one of Morkvarg's men.
Well, well. Sharp yarn. Didn't see one thing, though. Lads here around me, they're mine. Armed to the teeth to the man. Let me introduce yous.
I'm no knight-errant. I'm a witcher. Didn't come here to bring you to justice.
Digging up the past? What's that for?
Need to know what actually happened in the garden. Gonna lift Morkvarg's curse.
Why would you bloody do that? Horson should suffer till Ragnarok. The day after, actually.
It's what I do.
Used to say the same myself, till Morkvarg gave the order to sail for Hindisfjall. I've raided often and cruelly. Killed women, children, whatever my axe happened to hit. But priestesses, it was too much, even for me. When it was over, Morkvarg was drinking with the rest, I took this out.
Wolf Fang pendant, covered in runes.
I got it from my da.
It was Godai of our village. Told me that anyone I cut with a fang would suffer a fate worse than death. Spoke true, it seems.
Your Pop mentioned how to reverse this?
Victim needs to get the fang is all. But I'll not give it to you. That whoreson should suffer.
Listen, the priestesses, they really long to get their garden back. And as I see it, you owe them, don't you think?
All right, take it. But it don't come free. Want one thing in return.
Won't tell anyone about your past, give you my word.
Not that. If you do, I'll just find you and kill you. Once Morkvarg's human again, you can't let him leave. No matter what.
One breath is as strong as the next.
Here we are again.
You kind. End this. Or release me.
Here, put this on.
I need no more fangs.
Don't be a smartass, just do it.
I'm free. Free! At last! Oh, where's the tavern? I can eat a broiled pig. No, a side of beef. Wash it down with a cask of ale. Then to sea. They forgot me, no doubt. But I'll fucking remind them with a bang. In Novigrad, everywhere. I'm back!
Fair winds and all, but before you go, my reward?
Right. Nearly forgot.
Happens often. Too often.
Calm yourself. I'm a man of honor. Now listen. You'll go to Novigrad, to the pits. Find the Vulture, the moneylender. Tell him Morkvarg sends his regards. And you'll know me to be a generous man. Farewell then. The sea beckons.
Lead to the well. Guess Craven didn't want to be eaten, preferred to drown. Symbol of Freya. Hey, can you hear me?
Geralt! Scared me.
Sorry, didn't mean to.
I hope not. Let me know once you find Craven.
Craven's blood. Damn. Dead. Has been for a while.
Yen, found him.
And?
And I've seen rot fiends in better condition than this.
Shit. Fine, scrape together what you can and haul the bits up here.
Take it you've got a plan?
No, I just like to stare at rotting flesh. We'll talk when you get here, all right?
That's Yen. Charming as ever. Come on, someone wants to meet you.
Putrefaction set in. But the vocal cords are intact. We might still get something out of him.
Doesn't look like the talkative type.
Anyone can be made to talk. Even a corpse. One must simply know how.
Thought necromancy was strictly forbidden.
So is premarital sex. But I'm not about to be bothered by such foolishness.
Need any ingredients for the spell?
The blood of a newborn, a virgin's tongue, and the eye of a newt.
Mind trying again without the sarcasm?
I don't need a thing. I'm a sorceress, not a village herbalist. All I need is energy. A great deal of energy. We're very lucky this place is saturated with magic.
It's also considered sacred. Priestesses will be furious if you use the garden's power to revive a corpse.
All the more reason to get it over with before they realize what's happening.
Let's get to work.
Selene, Selene, Dufresne! Selene, Selene, Davidar! Are you Craven of Lofoten?
No, I have a name. I am Skull.
We're looking for Ciri. Ashen hair, green eyes. Have you seen her?
She's wise. They cursed me.
I don't care about that. What happened to her? What was she doing here? Speak!
No!
Speak! Speak!
She fell almost drowned.
Ciri,
Zirel, can you hear me?
I can.
I must leave you now. We will meet beneath drowned dead rock. Can you remember? Repeat it.
Drowned. Dead rock.
You're awake. And I thought you'd...
Where am I? And who are you?
It's all right. You're on Hindersfjall, village of Lofoten. They call me Skjal.
But... how'd I... What?
We fished you out of the sea. Me and that friend of yours.
Help me stand.
I don't think you should...
Less talk, more giving me a hand.
Ah, that's me brother for you. Out of sight for a second, and he's already put his paws on a girl.
Astrid, you're as dim as dishwater. You know perfectly well I'm helping her up.
It's a shame, I know, but I've got to interrupt your courtship. Come, we're off to the sauna.
Where?
Why's your mouth agape like you're noodling for an eel? The sauna. Girl, you was blue as a whale when we brought you in here. Your blood needs thawing.
I'm sorry, but I must get to Drowned Dead Rock as fast as possible.
Shan't force you to stay. But the rock's a ways off and you can barely walk. You best take a horse.
True. Skjal can prepare a horse for you. You'll have to wait a spell, but even so, you'll get there faster than on foot.
Fine, that'll do. Thank you both very much.
Pish posh, there's no need. Now come, we gotta sweat the sick out of you.
Where are my clothes?
I've taken them already. Come on. That man in the mask, he's from afar, isn't he?
Oh yes, from very far away.
Where exactly?
Oh, you nosy.
Surprised? Been sitting in this fish puddle me whole life. I'd love to travel like you.
Like me? No, you wouldn't like that. Trust me.
All right. In you go and get out of those rags.
All of them?
I should think so. Go. Finally. I was so worried you'd... Ah, Mum, you always worry. Everything's fine, ain't it?
Yes, it's fine.
Good. That's good. What's on your thigh, child? Not a bruise?
This? No. It's a tattoo.
So it is. A red rose. It mean anything?
It's a souvenir of someone special who's dead now.
I picture it already. You were promised to a handsome lad. He gave you a red rose before sailing off, but the cruel sea swallowed him.
Close.
Child. Those bards have stuffed your head with their foolish romances. Here we are gabbing away. Steam's gone. Gotta douse the coals. Say, back home, have you got saunas too?
You know, I don't really have a home. I'm a traveller.
Ah, that's right. Where was your ship headed?
Ship?
We fished you out of the sea. We thought you were in a shipwreck.
Yes, my ship. We set sail from Novigrad.
And what brings you to Skellige?
I'm here looking for someone.
Not your betrothed, I hope.
Why?
It'd break Skjald's heart. He's head over heels for you, girl. Sat at your bedside all the day, staring like he was painted by a master.
Astrid, I asked you not to tell her.
Oops. Well, now the milk's spilt. Do you fancy Skjald?
I must say, he's rather handsome.
Half the village sighs when he passes, but he likes you. A mysterious beauty, a rose out of the sea foam.
Give it a rest, you're intolerable today.
Listen, it's lovely sitting here with you, but I really must go now.
I understand. Who'd want to stay in this hole? We're all related 3 times over and the air stinks of fish.
I can't see how you're related to anyone here. No one in Lofoten groans and bitches quite like you do. Sit down and be quiet. Child, Skjald's certain to have readied the horses by now. But before you go, you ought to take a quick jump in the water. It'll do you good.
I'm sorry, but I really must go. Thank you once more.
And once more, there's no need. Gods bless your journey.
Storms are coming. Gotta go to your mom.
Oh, you're here. The horses are ready.
As am I. Shall we ride?
Listen, I hope... My sister, she didn't talk any nonsense to you, did she?
No. Except to mention that you fancy me.
What? But I asked her... Besides, it's not... Of course, you are very... But... You know what? Let's ride. You're in a hurry and it'll be dark soon.
You're right. I hope to come back here one day. We can finish our conversation then.
Sounds dangerous.
I didn't intend it to.
I'll take Njord. You can ride Grey back. She's old, but she'll make the...
Run for your lives!
You stay here! I'll go and...
I can look after myself.
What was that?
The Wild Hunt.
Ragnarok? The world's end?
No, not yet. But I must go. They're here for me.
Get on the horse. I'll show you the way to the rock.
I don't know how to thank you.
You can thank me once we get there safe. Let's ride. Watch out! Ride, silly! Don't look back! Faster! Faster! They're catching up!
became of that creature? Where is he?
Stop!
What?
Saw him and Jonas, but he sold him.
To whom?
Don't know.
Begone.
Tell them. Clear my name.
Begone, I say.
Yen, are you all right?
I'm fine now. The spell. Imagine putting wriggling cockroaches in your mouth, or swimming in manure. That's more or less how it felt.
What happened to the garden?
It died. Like I said, the spell, it requires a great deal of energy.
You knew it would end like this, didn't you? Didn't consider it worth mentioning?
No, I knew you'd protest. Your sense of decency is charming, but it does get in the way sometimes.
Yen, let's get out of here. Now.
You needn't ask me twice.
The garden! Our garden! How could you? We helped! And you! Inconceivable!
Now.
Don't you dare try to calm me! We'd every right to be furious! Furious! And you will pay for this.
I'm sorry.
Is that all? Will you say nothing else?
Nothing that would help.
I shall make sure all Skellige hears what you did here.
Wait. I did this. I alone. Geralt tried to stop me. I refused to listen.
I might have known. They warned me about you. Sorceresses. None shall open their door to you. None shall feed your hunger, and none shall tend to your wounds.
Yen, you didn't have to do that.
But I wanted to. I'd rather not talk about it. We must focus on what Scal told us.
Didn't learn much, though we can be sure Ciri's not in Skellige anymore. Not in Velen either. Leaves Novigrad, world's biggest city.
No one said it would be easy. Better to have some idea where to look than none.
Makes me wonder what she's gotten herself into.
Can't even begin to imagine. But we will pull her out of it. Safe and sound. That I promise you.
Key to finding Ciri is that ugly thing Skjall saw on the beach. That's what I think. You know, I saw something, or someone who looked just like that.
Where?
In Velen, in a castle until recently ruled by a self-proclaimed baron, now controlled by his right-hand man, Sergeant Ardle.
You must go and get the creature. I don't know, buy him, kidnap him.
Seems early to me. What would I do with him? Cart him around while I searched for Ciri and hunted monsters? He's safe where he is, with the Baron. At least I think so. I'll get him once I know why Ciri went to Novigrad, what she did there. Still a chance I might find her there.
All right. I'll keep my fingers crossed. Now, tell me, Do you... No, never mind.
You were gonna ask me something. What was it?
Tell me, do you think... Is there a chance that thing might be Ciri? That... well... she's been transformed by some curse?
Don't even want to think about it.
Geralt, we must.
Might be her companion, or someone else altogether connected to them both. I don't know. But I'll lose it if I try to deal with that possibility now. We have to do what we can, see what happens. Ciri's trail in Skellige. We've followed it, exhausted the possibilities. Might be time to go back to the continent.
Before you do, there's one thing. It's important.
What's that?
Let's meet in Larvik, at the Warriors' Hall. We'll speak there.
Fine. Larvik. See you there soon.
Thank you. For that, and for your help in the garden. I'd not have managed without you.
It was nothing.
Geralt, you know me. I'm rare to praise, but when I do, it is sincere.
Something really did tear him to pieces.
Your very names.
Can I have a word?
I serve the goddess and her flock. What can I help you with?
What's with the horseshoes?
Those who wish to race in the hero's pursuits, hang them there.
At a series of races? Can outsiders sign up, or is this a closed event?
Freya sees no insiders, no outsiders. Any man can pay her tribute by risking his life in the pursuits. Our races differ from those on the continent. We are beholden to one rule alone. First across the line wins. Sometimes he's the swiftest, other times it is the one who knocks his opponents off their mounts.
Explains the name. There an entry fee?
Courage. If you do not lack it, hang a horseshoe.
Bit of exercise never killed anyone. So, where are the races held?
The first 3 on Adscalic. Whoever wins each at least once returns here to Hindusfjall to face last year's best rider in a final pursuit.
Gotcha. What's his name?
You mean hers. Astrid of Speakerog, known as the Vipers.
Lovely as monikers go.
And completely deserved. Good luck, Witcher. May your deeds bring the goddess pleasure.
Who are you? Why are you here?
Could ask you the same. Places like this, usually home to necrophages alone.
They're corpse eaters, aye. And they grow bolder by the day. Crawl out to attack the living.
We'll kill them all. Clear the mine with our swords in our hands. Honor our fathers in doing so.
I'm a witcher. Could go with you and help.
And steal the glory due us? No chance.
Glory won't do much for you if ghouls are gnawing on your bones.
When you're thinking it, makes sense.
All right. You lead the way then. If a weak arm swinging it, eh? Hey.
Hey, where you going?
Smell a card. Back off! It won't pass! Where you going?
On Hindersfjall, Geralt and Yen learned that Ciri had returned to the Isles. She'd rejoined her friend, the masked mage. They had boarded a boat and sailed off in an unknown direction. The boat had returned, one passenger on board, a creature as mindless as it was hideous.
Hey, where you going? going? Back off!
Last one. Drag the corpses outside. Burn them. Other ghouls don't scorn their cousins' corpses.
Aye. True. It's good you came. Seems Freya watches o'er us to have let you here. We're grateful, and will be for long.
Folk are generous with gratitude. Not so much with coin.
Oh, aye. Sorry. Afterglow of the battle, we're still caught up. Damn, you slice 'em good. Here, for you.
Thanks. Farewell.
Trusty axe.
May your axe never crumble. Hey, where you going?
Hold up, traveler! Wait!
Ah,
Pursuits from Helden like this one?
Heard Svanna let you join the pursuits, but have you truly the courage to run?
Mm-hmm. Let's do this.
Listen up, good folk. Riding for the glory of Modron Freya today are Geralt of Rivia, Arv Oarsman, and Red Ricka.
goddess watch over you. Will grant you a beautiful death. That's it, Roach. Won't let you win, vagrants.
You ride like a woman. You ride like a woman.
And the winner is Witcher Geralt of Rivia! Such a feat deserves a reward. Here, may it remind you of your glory.
I spot a woman in the cheeks of you right closer.
From the village.
I know you're one. You best take that back.
You defile sacred ground.
Bang,
God
bang.
will forgive you for this.
Ye ain't welcome here, Witch.
Always did know how to win friends.
I was provoked.
Saw it happen. Wanted to talk to me about something?
Amos Var Ipsus. A specialist on djinns. Heard of him? I found a tome he'd penned in the Emperor's library. Var Ipsus set off for Skellige one day and was never heard from again. I asked some of the local folk. Some here still remember him.
Why are you even interested? Djinns are dangerous sometimes, and malicious all the time.
I remember. But the advantages outweigh the risks. If I can tame a djinn, I shall gain incredible power. And that could be useful to us one of these days.
Nowhere to look? For the mage and the djinn?
The locals say they last saw Amos's ship off the coast of Hindisfjall, just before a once-in-an-eon storm broke.
Doubt we'll find them then. Mage is probably fish food, and the djinn escaped.
Not necessarily. But even if it is so, I'll not give up without seeing some evidence. Will you help me? I've no gold to offer in reward, but I shall be ever so grateful.
Since you put it that way, fine. I'll help you.
Thank you. A boat awaits in the harbor. Come.
See, you've managed to prepare everything already.
I have.
How could you possibly know I'd agree?
I didn't. The landing's not far. Come. The landing's not far.
Lead the way.
Just once, you might try to take the initiative.
Would you even let me?
It would depend on the situation.
You're pale. You drink last night, too?
The ship carrying the gin sank somewhere in this area.
Not too precise as leads go.
I'll cast a spell on our boat. We'll know if there are any wrecks on the seafloor below us.
All right, let's get to work.
Mind if I take the helm?
I got a choice.
No. Geralt, how long must I wait? Are you ready to sail? Getting in or not?
Not sure this gin thing's a good idea.
We managed to seize one before. Do you remember?
Of course. Dandelion almost lost his voice that time.
How lucky your exorcism saved it. It was poetic.
Yeah, how was I supposed to know that incantation meant begone and plow yourself?
You should have studied foreign languages.
Gonna keep bringing that up for the rest of my life.
Of course. Your last wish effectively assured it.
My wish was about us being together always, not about you mocking my every mistake.
Careful what you wish for. And when your wish is granted, you must accept it with all attendant circumstances.
Yeah.
And as for your missteps, I don't rightly see why I shouldn't laugh if they're amusing. There's something here, on the bottom. It's too deep here. You can't dive that long.
You underestimate me.
On the contrary. After all, I asked you for help. I'll cast a spell. It will slow your heart for a time. You can stay submerged longer.
Esad Eich Cryde Rithorn.
Ready. Careful down there. How's your bath? Water warm enough for you? How's it going?
Yeah, and you know I hate it when you read my mind.
Strictly speaking, I'm not reading your mind, but using telepathy. Besides, you've nothing to hide, right?
Wouldn't admit it if I did. Not the point.
See anything interesting?
A shipwreck and a cavern. I'll look inside. Snapped masts, busted planks, and a whole swarm of drowners. Probably drawn by the corpses of drowned crew, then made their nest here. There's also a Clan Drummond figurehead.
Not the right ship. Come back up.
Where to now?
Wherever the leads take us.
Say we find the Djinn. What'll you do? Ask for a beautiful house? And a palace? And a queen's crown?
Are we still talking about the Djinn? Or have we moved on to a talking fish?
Doesn't much matter. Both make wishes come true. What would yours be?
You learn in due course. Something's here. Another wreck.
Let's see if our Djinn's down there. Found a wreck. It's been here a while. What's rotted?
Look around, but be careful. Look for something that might indicate it's the mage's ship.
A man's skeleton. Somebody pinned his skull to the deck with an axe.
A death worthy of a Skellige.
Clan emblem indicates a dim of Yen. Doubt any of these boats were the mages. These are old sunken longships.
Come back then. We must search elsewhere.
Beautiful craftsmanship.
What do you have?
A war horn, bearing Clan Haemai symbols. Longship belonged to Clan Dimon.
You're getting better at this.
Go even quicker if you helped me down there.
I prefer to observe matters from up here, most definitely.
Yeah, like when we were looking for the Golden Dragon and an avalanche swept us off the trail. Me clinging to the remains of a bridge for dear life. You gripping my waist, admiring the view. Remember? Chasm below us was breathtaking. Rustling trees, a lazily flowing stream.
I remember, though I found myself admiring what I had right in front of me. Something strange about those rocks.
And there's something on the bottom. I'll see what it is.
See something?
Something doesn't do it justice. A huge crater, as if a meteorite landed here.
I must see it.
Diving in after all?
No, I shall cast another spell, to see through your eyes. Now relax. Aisu foltja beidem ein eichte ilivaid. That is no meteorite crater.
What is it then?
The effect of teleportation. A powerful force cut out a fragment of the seabed, rocks and everything lying within the teleportation zone.
Always claimed portals were dangerous.
I believe we're on the right track. Look for anything that might contain a Djinn.
Fine, but get out of my eyes. Too cramped in here for us both.
Aisu foltja beidem ein eichte ilivaid.
silver, pearl-encrusted cutlery. Ship belonged to someone awfully... Something cut this basket exactly in half. Something cut this basket exactly in half. No gin here, but there's something you ought to like.
What?
Half a seal.
That'll do. Come back up.
Only found half. Can you do anything with this?
I can use it to locate the other half, to within a dozen yards.
And once we find that, we should find the gin.
Exactly. Ready? I'll take us there on the count of 3.
Oh, no, not another portal.
Stop whining. 1, 2...
Said you were gonna go on 3.
I did. Look, we must search the area.
Yen, not so fast. Gotta tell me what this is about first. Why do you want this gin?
But you already know. A djinn's power is priceless to a mage.
That I know, but I also want to know how you plan to use it. Wouldn't go to these lengths if it wasn't something important.
You're right. It's important. Even very important. How long has this been going on, Geralt? This thing between us? 15, 20 years? We repeatedly split up, then returned to one another. Something draws us to each other, but I can never be certain if it's a true feeling or merely a bit of mischief by a djinn.
So that's it? This is about my last wish?
You asked that djinn to bind us together forever. I want to ask this one to take that wish back.
I get it. You want to know what'll happen if magic no longer binds us.
I want to know if when the djinn's magic is gone, if we've any magic left of our own.
Wondered that myself many times.
You see, we're just a step away from learning the truth. Come, let's search the ship.
Seems Amos was quite the eccentric, asking the djinn to lift half his ship to a mountaintop.
He didn't necessarily. Djinns are inherently mischievous. This one might have granted his wish and perverted it in doing so.
In that case, I'd appreciate it if you didn't wish I'd disappear from your life. Interesting. Mystery of mysteries. Agnes of Glanville. Wonder what this means. Elemental Empires by Giambattista. Mage must have slept here. Wonder what this means. Nice shoes. Looks like the impact with the mountain was so powerful it popped the wearer right out of them. Nothing interesting here. Nothing interesting. Blood. Someone was dragged across the deck. War left this mark when the ship suddenly tipped to one side. Yen, think you should see this.
What do you have? It's Amos. Looks exactly like the etching in the book. Except his head was intact there.
If he died while being teleported, Seal might still be on him. Behold.
Bravo! Come to the deck. I've an idea. Come, yes? Step back a bit.
What are you going to do?
Summon and tame the Jinn. It's not likely to be happy. Stand at the ready.
Tame Jinn, Rif Kaishta El Daya, Kaishta et Disglair, Gedvired Mig Hassel.
You must weaken him while I draw him into the sphere.
Penetrate places.
You! Your master died before uttering his last wish. I cannot capture you. We can struggle like this for eternity, or I can release you. If you do one thing for me. Do you see the spell that binds us? Only a Jinn can remove another Jinn's spell. Remove this one and you'll be free.
Storm's over.
Yes. It's all over.
Maybe we should sit. You look a bit dazed.
I'm not, but we can sit.
Feel any better?
I told you, I'm fine.
Don't need to play tough for me. That was a hard fight. Maybe not as hard as the last time we tamed a djinn, but still.
No comparison, I'm afraid. Half of Rind suffered then. Now I'm merely a bit tired. Thank you for coming, Geralt. I'd have had a much harder time of it on my own.
Well, never could say no to you.
Perhaps that will change now.
Feel anything? That anything's different?
I expected... I don't know what I expected, actually. A bit of vertigo, perhaps. I thought you'd become a stranger to me. That I'd look at you and not feel a thing. But it's not like that at all. Nothing's changed.
Jinn might have cheated us after all.
Why?
Because I don't feel that anything's changed either. I love you, Yen.
And I love you.
What was that?
It can't be all sweetness and light.
Strange. Done that so many times. But it felt like our first kiss to me.
It was, in a way. Besides, once you say I love you, a kiss has to taste differently.
Maybe we ought to test a few other things. Amos's cabin looked cozy.
Not so fast, Geralt. We'll have plenty of time to visit cozy cabins later. But I doubt the world will end if we sit here a while. My, it's lovely.
I think the spirits of Skellige favor us. Next time we go on horseback.
A horse would never make it down that mountain.
What now?
Well, I'm due to appear in Vizima. I shall scour the palace library for something, anything that might help us determine who or what the creature Skjal saw is.
Kaer Morhen's got a pretty rich library.
I shall search that later. Besides, we really should report to the Emperor.
Awfully loyal to your patron.
He happens to be your patron as well, darling. You do well to remember that. Otherwise he might feel compelled to remind you.
If we gotta, we gotta.
We wouldn't have known Ciri had returned if not for the Emperor and his agents. It's the least we can do. It was very nice. Let's not ruin it by hashing out the details. I'll see you again soon.
Take care of yourself.